সন্দীপ হচ্ছে?
স্যার এটা বুঝতে পারছি, একটু প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে।
হ্যাঁ, একটু প্র্যাকটিস না করলে না জিনিসগুলো গুলিয়ে যাবে। আর নিজে হাতে যতক্ষণ না করা হবে, ও যতই কেউ করে দিক আর ভিডিও দেখি হয় না।
স্যার একটা লিস্ট করে দিতে পারেন, মানে যে ফর্মুলাগুলি মোস্টলি ইউজ হয়, মানে মোস্ট কমন আর একদম মানে রেয়ার যেগুলো হয় বাট লাগে।
দেবো। Yes, Sephora.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, what I had done initially, first I showed you guys the left, right? Normal left. Can you see my screen? Then in the next cell, I did the left first. Then inside it, I put the, or outside it, I put the proper.
Can you show it, sir, once more, please?
See what I had done. I had first done the left only. So this and this are exactly same.
Okay.
Then I went into this left and before it typed proper. This came, double click. It starts with the bracket and it must have an ending bracket. I went and put an end bracket. What is my result? Left inside proper.
Why is this necessary, sir?
Because sometimes what happens, if you get a result like this, are you happy with this or you are happy with this? Tell me, which is better, E or F?
F is better, but why can't
Correct.
we go to proper? I mean, we can just stick to proper, right, in the first place.
Yeah, but if you do proper, then what will happen? Proper of A2 will get me everything, which is
Yes.
what? Ajay Mishra. But I want just Ajay. It all depends on what you need. Like in this case, I needed only Mishra. So I had to use from the...
Sorry, I'm saying my question is we can't skip left and just go to proper left.
But what will proper left? Yes, you can, but proper left is what? Using two formulas. So for that, you have to first get, there is no function which is called proper left. Okay, there is a function which is called left and there is another function which is called left, which is called proper. So proper requires certain values, left requires certain values. So you have to give those values to it. Otherwise it will not work.
Have those value created yet, right? So we have to create it and then do it.
Then they. Now here, if you look at Mishra, I took this Mishra from here, from this right. So actually what is happening? Proper G2, but within G2 there is right. So it is actually doing combination of two formulas, proper and right. Right is here. So I've shown it to you in two ways. One by using proper, another one by using proper and right.
Sir, if I want to do this, but in a different way, like I use the proper formula first, then if I press the flash fill, then I will get the same result, right?
Flash fill is for different purpose. Here I am referring to B2. If you use proper, you have to tell proper of which cell.
Suppose if I choose the any F cell, if I choose F2 or G2 if I'm choosing this one G2, so if I'm using the proper formula on this first, then if I use the flash fill, so
why do I need flash fill here? If I am typing my formula is completed, proper and G2, why do I need flash fill?
Now, in case if I have a long list of this.
No, that is different issue. Right now, you tell me. Do I need flash fill right now?
No, right now I don't need
now
flash
you
fill.
don't need. Yes, don't get confused. See, when you have a longer list, then we'll talk about it. Right now, you don't need it, right?
No.
Okay. Now see, there is another function called as find. What does find do? It will find a particular value for us. How will it find? I will type find here, press the tab button. So if you look at, if I click FX, it will tell me find text. Let's say I want to find the text Y. From where? From within the text. Within what? What is my text? Within this. And starting number, from which position should it count? Starting from first position, Y is in which position? A, J, A, Y. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth position. Okay. Clear? I say, okay, find will get me 4. That means in the fourth position, Y exists.
So I'm sorry, but before we proceed, my thing is still stuck in that proper left. So I can't understand this.
Okay, do one thing. Share what you are doing. Probably you are doing something wrong. Please share your screen.
See, so I've done all this. So as you said, I have to do left first. Okay. Left is A2, 4.
Yeah.
Enter. Okay.
Okay.
Then you said equal to proper, right?
Start the bracket. Start, yeah, and end it.
Bracket.
And
see?
Yeah, you have given a space after proper. Press enter.
So now enter.
Press enter.
Okay, sorry. Thank you. Then it's I'll stop sharing.
Yeah. So now we are doing the find sharing. So in find, it is telling me what am I looking for? I am looking for Y. From where? From A2. And in starting from which number? From first number. Now I can do this find starting from any number. Find, if I do find what? Find, it has to be given within quotes. Okay. So I say find Y from where? Within text, within A2, starting from which position? First one I had given 5. Now intentionally, first one I had given as 1. Now intentionally, I'm giving it from 5th position. So it will tell me value error. Why? Because after 5, there is no Y in Mishra. Clear? Sandeep and Sephora, clear?
After Y is space, sir. So there is no letter.
No, after Y, starting from Y, that means starting from the 5th position. Y is in 4th position. That means starting from the 5th position, which is blank, there is no Y. So it is giving me a value error. But if I change this to A, then there is a A after the 5th position. So it's telling me the A exists in the 11th position.
But there is also another A in the first, sir.
But I am not starting from 1. I am starting from 5.
Okay.
Is this clear? Sephora, clear?
Right.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now see, instead of 5, I am making it 1. So A exists in first position, it tells you 1.
Clear, sir.
Okay, good. Now, how can we use this? Now, let's say I have a space here. How will I give a space? I'll just type the space key on my keyboard, space, and I click here. Now, what is the position of space? It is telling me letter 5. That means number 5, 5th position. It's correct. Isn't it correct? Sandeep?
Yeah, it's correct, sir.
Okay, good. Now, there is another function which is called as length. Length tells me what is number of characters in a text. 11. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Length, L-E-N. Okay. Now see, can you tell me, okay, now let us do this. We have Ajay Mishra. Let us put some names here. Okay, random names. Let's say Saurav Ganguly, Sachin Tendulkar. Yes. Yes. And to be gender neutral, let us put Deepika. All right. Now, if I have this, I can use the same sort of formulas that I have and drag it down. One more. Okay. So what is happening? Everybody's name is getting converted to upper. Everybody's name is getting converted to lower. Everybody's is again becoming proper. Left, how many characters? 4 characters. So all 4 characters are getting chopped off. Proper left. So this is becoming proper. This is right is this. This is again becoming proper. How many characters? 6 characters. So see, Kohli 5 character and 1 extra space has also come in. Got it? Now, when I look at this, find here Y. There is no Y in Tendulkar. There is no Y in Virat Kohli. There is no Y in Shah Rukh Khan. There is no Y in Deepika. So it is giving me value error. Understood?
Yeah, sir. When exactly value error shows?
When the value is not found.
Value means numeric something.
No, value means whatever I am looking for. Y is Y. This Y is not there. So it is giving me value error. Value can be text, number, anything.
Okay.
Okay. Now tell me, looking at these names, if I ask you to separate the first name and last name,
So it's already separated.
yes, now I just want the word Priyanka to come out. I just want the word Deepika, first name, I want the first name to come out. How will I do it?
Flash fill, sir.
Yeah, you do it and tell me in the formula, using formula, how am I going to separate the first name and last name?
So simply I just type the name.
You have 5,000 names, you will type 5,000 names.
No, I didn't know.
Hmm.
'Then if I type the two names like Deepika and Priyanka, then then I click the corner button. So shall I
No,
get
I
the
want you to
same?
use formula. Using the formula, how will what you learned just now, using these things, how will you get without taking the help of an Excel feature?
No idea, sir.
Try think all this that we have used, left, right, find, think.
Left can be used, I think.
You
Yes.
work it out and tell me. Think and tell me.
So it's going to be the find formula, right?
Work it out and tell me.
Before can you just tell me one thing? I have a question. My question is this proper right? Not proper right, sir. Can you just go towards the right side of the sheet? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, proper right. You said proper right doesn't have 6, right? So why is the right also affected with the space in Kholi?
Because here, see, I have in this proper right, what I have done, I have not taken H2, I have taken G5. Instead of A5, I have taken G5. In G5 already right 6 is already there.
Okay. If we just change this, can you just change the A5 and just show an example so that I'll understand it better?
Change what? A5 is what? Virat Kohli, na?
Yeah. In G, I'm talking about G. We've taken G, right? A5, yeah, we can leave the A5 as A5. So a little
Then
right.
when I come to G, I am referring to right of A5, 6 characters.
Can you? Yeah, and H?
And in H, what I have done? I have done proper of G5. That is the same thing as using two formulas at the same time. In this proper left, what I had done, you people were getting confused now with using two formulas, proper and left.
No, I got the fact that you've taken G5 in the H.
Ha, ha,
Uh, yeah,
ha.
but I'm saying if we just had to, like, let's just say fix the space over here,
Hmm,
right?
hmm.
So will the entire formula change for that?
Fix the space meaning you don't want space, or what? What? How do you want to fix it?
Yeah.
You want
Yeah,
to
like in
remove the
that.
space.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Now there is another formula for removing spaces, which is called as trim.
Okay.
So if I use trim, what it does is it removes any extra characters that might be there in the name. So here if I use equal to and say trim what? Trim H5, let's say. So H2. And then when I drag it, it will also remove the space from Kohli.
Yes. But it's not
And
moving the space. 1 minute, sir. You took H5. Okay. But it's not removing the space from the sixth one for that H Khan because the
no,
formula is not
because
given.
H that is in the middle. So that's what I was about to tell. That trim removes spaces only from the beginning and from the end. It does not remove spaces from in between. Because what will happen then? Suppose somebody's name is Virat Kohli, it won't be Virat space Kohli then. It will be Virat Kohli together. Right? So that is meaningless. So that's why it doesn't remove spaces from the intermediate, from in between.
Got it, sir.
Sir, if we want to remove the spaces between two words, then which formula need to be used?
You have to use two separate formulas. There is no separate formula for that. You have to combine left and right.
Sorry, sir, because
Yeah.
you were teaching this time and now I'm practicing. So I've
Yes.
done till proper right. Mid I'll do. This find, the first find is the letter Y. The second find in K is what, sorry, sir?
Space.
Okay, spaces. Okay, thank you.
Sandeep and Sephora done?
Sir.
Okay, Sandeep, tell me how, if forget Excel, if you were to separate the first name, last name, how would you do it?
So first of all, I would type the first word. Example is Priyanka.
No, tell me some logic. Forget Excel. What will be your logic?
I would use the space, sir.
Okay. How will you use the space?
I would type the first name, sir, and then the next one.
No, but you're not telling me the logic. What I'm looking for is that suppose you have these names, okay? Some logic that will fit all these to get you the first name and last name. What is common between all of them?
It's a bit complicated, sir, without doing anything, like without formula or something like that.
Think now. So that, see, before you use formula, there must be some logic. Otherwise, how will you use the formula? Like in case of left or in case of right, we had a logic, isn't it? That from the left, this is what it is. From the right, this is what it is. So like that, there must be some logic before you can find it.
Yeah, so Priyanka is the left word and Chopra is the right word. So
okay,
if I want to separate
what is the logic?
this,
How did you know Priyanka is the left word?
just like you use the formula like left and equal to the like left, then I will identify the which one is the first and the next one. If I want the right one, then I'll use the formula like the right equal to right.
Okay. Any other logic comes to mind? Yes, Sephora.
So I am stuck. I am stuck in the space. Find one. Doing that.
Okay. Okay. Completed. I'll not confuse you further.
Can you please show me the formula of the find space, sir, please?
This one.
Okay. Yeah, 1 minute. Thank you. Okay, I'm done, sir. So, the first and the last name. Sandeep, you said left and right, no? What did you say?
Hmm. If you want the left one, then the left formula is equal to left.
But in left, all the names have different letters, equal to different letters, no?
Yes.
Like number of
Good.
letters.
Good, Sephora. So what I am looking for is, I am looking for a logic of how will you identify first name, how will you identify last name?
I think the first name is left, sir, and the last name is right, right? It's already
You're
done.
telling me the solution. I'm not looking for the solution.
Oh.
I'm looking for a logic.
Logic for formula, sir.
No, logic for, suppose you are given a chunk of text like this. Suppose you are given 200 characters like this, and they tell you to separate the first name and last name.
And the first name and last name is in the column A.
Yeah, the entire
Column.
text is in column A. So how will you do this?
Is there a search? I don't know, sir. Separate function. I don't know. It'll be column A for sure. But lookup. Is it lookup?
No, you're telling me the solution. I am not asking you for the solution. I'm asking you for plain English logic, verbal logic, how you will separate first name and last name.
By the space, sir, right?
What by the space?
In column A, the space should be dividing the first and the last name. I mean, it can be complicated if there are multiple, like 3 names or something, but as far I think that would be the logical.
So think about that. How will you say that? What is first name?
Sir, copy paste.
No.
Sandeep, easy.
So, Sephora, you are right, in the sense that the space. So what you can think of is anything before the space is the first name. Anything after the space is the second name, last name.
Yes.
Correct?
So it will be 8. Yeah, we did the
No,
space.
I'm not talking about solution yet. I am just talking about the logic. Unless
Sure.
your
Yes.
logic is clear, your formula will not be clear.
Yes, sir. The space is the how we can
Separator, correct?
Yes.
What do you think, Sandeep?
Cream, sir. Cream.
Okay. Now, what I want you to do is, we have found the space here in column K, right? All of you have it on your sheet.
Yeah.
Can you combine this find and the left to get me only Ajay, only Shourabh, only Sachin? First do it on one cell. If it works on one cell, it will work on all the cells. Have you understood? Here we are combining two formulas. Which two formulas? One is left and one is find. See, Sephora and Sandeep, if the logic is clear. So what I have to do, from the left hand side, I have to get how many characters? I have to get the number of characters which is before the space position. Correct?
Yes.
In fact, it should be space less one character, because space is at the 5th position I need only 4 positions for Ajay.
Yes.
5 minus 1. Similarly, look at Shourav. If my logic is correct or not, Shourav has how many characters? 6 characters.
6.
Which is space is in the 7th position. So 7 minus 1. Similarly for Sachin, similarly for Virat, similarly for Shahrukh, similarly for Deepika. Is the logic clear?
The logic is clear, but this is too much of
What? Too much of what?
So too much of work to be done. We can't do 2000. Every name will have different.
Doesn't matter. If your logic is correct, then your different names doesn't matter. I am not doing it individually. That is why I said I am not going to do it individually. If the logic is correct, it will apply to every name. You get what I am saying?
Yes, sir, that I've understood. I'm trying to understand now that how will one formula
so now
work
see
for all?
what we did for this. We first filled out one row, then I dragged it for the remaining characters. Remaining names. Same thing we'll do for this also. Find and left and find. We'll first do it for Ajay. If my logic is correct, it will apply for all the remaining names. Understood? Try it. Give it a shot first. Yes.
How come Priyanka Chopra, which is J in the find section, find column, 4. Why is it 4, sir? Find text Y within text A8. Priyanka Chopra, start number 1.
There is no magic here, Sandeep. No magic. This is all logic. So why? Within Priyanka is in 4th position. So my answer is 4.
Oh, I'm searching for Y. So that's right.
If I search for space, space is in which character? 9th character.
Sir, when do we use this kind of thing? I mean, these are very complicated thing and
no, not complicated at all. These are in fact simple things, straightforward things. There will be more complicated things coming. I'm just showing you how these formulas are developed one by one, step by step. Okay, first try this. Both of you, Sephora and Sandeep, try to get the first name using find and left. Find